So this is an Indian Myna bird trap, and this is how I use it. So the birds hop up to the entrance. Usually they come here because they're attracted by the dog food or cat food pellet. I use those. They look like this. A couple around the entrance, a couple just inside the door, and then as you can see there's a little container of them in front of the mirror. The mirror is so that the myna bird can see itself, and apparently it gets attracted by its own image into the cage as well. It sees other birds in there. If myna birds aren't coming right up to the cage, I've put a few pieces of bread just around the entrance. Never put bread inside because otherwise you'll catch birds other than myna birds. So the birds go in here. It's a little one-way valve. They hop in there. Birds naturally fly up, so it flies up into this top chamber, and there's, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little fly up here. It's a counterweight, so it closes behind them. There's a little bit of food in there, there's a little bit of water in there. The water is attached with a little metal tie because the birds often jump around and they can knock the water over. So the birds pop in here. There's a little perch. I close the top of it. I use a little tie just to hold it there, little bulldog clip. And then over the top I just put a little bit of plastic tarp just to provide some shade. A couple of bricks on top just so that the whole thing's stable and doesn't tip over. And often I just put a couple of those little food pellets on top as well. And that's how I catch the birds. Okay, so a plastic bag goes around the cage, a tiny hole in the top so that the lighter air can go to the top and carbon monoxide goes to the bottom and fills it up quicker from the bottom up. I do have a little temperature gauge there just to see. I was curious to see how hot it got in there. Didn't get above 30 degrees. You don't need a little plastic window. I just did that to see how long it would take for the bird to pass away. It was basically within a minute. Hose, some old hosing from a old vacuum cleaner and lawnmower. Basically you just get the end of the hose, make sure it's metal because where it will touch the exhaust will be hot, and you don't want a plastic fitting because it could melt against the exhaust, and you just hold it against any part of it. It doesn't really need to be that tight of a seal, just against it like that. Start up the lawnmower, a couple of minutes, and that's it. Just pop a couple of elastic bands around the bottom of the plastic bag where it connects to the hose. I rang the local council and they said it's okay just to put a bird in, or the birds in a plastic bag and double bag it. I noticed recently that there's been a lot more myna birds in the area and a lot less native birds. So because of this I've done a bit of internet research and discovered the following things. So basically myna birds were introduced in 1862 from Asia to Melbourne, and their numbers have grown yearly and they've spread throughout Australia. They're known to kill local bird species and occupy their nests. They carry infectious diseases, and in Australia it's illegal to catch and destroy myna birds. So there are no action groups in my area, so why I'm doing this video is to encourage other people to do as I'm doing and to either rent or buy or make a myna bird trap, so that together, if we all did a little bit, we could reduce the number of myna birds in Australia and hopefully increase the number of native birds. Thank you.